industry, the high street? Where do you think it's going? And then for the fragrance shop percent.
I mean, I think that the store closures from a bricks and mortar basis, you're going to see quite a bit more to come through, just because of the state of the market and the way the current rental model works from a landlord perspective. I think needs to be changed. I think that's not going to happen overnight, so it's going to take some time. So you're going to get some retailers that obviously are not going to be able to cope and go through the CVAs that we see and go through a process of cutting down the number of stores. And there's a number of reasons for that. It could be down to the businesses haven't evolved, they've gone with the times, the businesses couldn't evolve because they've got too much debt on the business, or they've got massive leases tied up to them. So there's a number of things that are probably limiting to what they can do. So you're going to unfortunately see, I think, a number of closures still. But on the backdrop, there are still going to be very successful retail businesses in bricks and mortar and online. And I think the two work very well. So if you're a multi-channel business and your product area can't be sold necessarily by Amazon, then I think you've still got opportunity, and you're still going to see great businesses. A number of great businesses that don't get highlighted that are doing extremely well, that still run extremely well. You talked about Toys R Us before this ring, but Entertainer, if you look at how amazing that business is doing. So there's a number of businesses in specific sectors that are still performing extremely well.
I think it's interesting as well. Some of the I don't know what era they were built in, but in the cities now, you tend to have like a new style, what was like a US style shopping mall, and you have the old fashioned one. So if in Liverpool, you'd have Liverpool one, and you might have St John's or whatever it is. And when you look, I think it's like the Liverpool one that's like the struggle because it's just so expensive. But the ones that were the ones that you thought would have gone by, the older ones, they're smaller, they're a bit more. They still have the footfall.
Yeah, I think it's the rental model again, isn't it? If the rents were slightly cheaper in Liverpool one, I think you might have a different situation.
But do you think they'll have to just do that in the end, and rents will come down?
I think it will have to change. I think the Americans are changing it, where the rent leases are shorter, maybe 3 years at a time. There's more of a turnover rent attached to it rather than it being a fixed rent. So that gives, you've seen it altering the market where it works on a turnover basis, and I think it gives everybody an equal chance to earn. You don't feel like you're just working for the landlord. Everybody wins out of the pie. And I think something like that needs to happen. The office sector has been changed by WeWorks in a sense. How that's come about. And you've got Airbnb in the sense of the hotels and residential lettings model. So I think a similar thing needs to happen in the retail space. And I think it's going to be transformative. But because it's got such a large amount of money tied up within that sector from funds and pension funds and banks who have lent against these on long-term leases, it's not going to unravel that easily. So I do think it will take place, but it'll be slower to start with.
Sure.